What if I told you the biggest mistake new handyman make is not their skills as being a handyman, it's the decisions they make in their business? Hey, I'm Bob Clark. I've been in the construction industry and the real estate industry for most of my life. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a successful handyman business. The first thing you need to think of is the business name, right? This is really important. A few things to consider. You want it to be short and simple. You want it to be memorable. And I can tell you, if you could focus on a business name that has keywords for whatever area you're in, that's huge. For example, if you wanted to be a handyman, say in New Hampshire, if you could get the domain New Hampshire Handyman and name your business the New Hampshire Handyman, something that has those keywords that people are going to search, this is going to be a huge opportunity for you and your business right when you're starting out. That's something to think about that most business owners don't think about. So guys, a good place to start to figure out a name for your business is use an AI tool. So let's hop on here. This is Claude. It's just like a chat GPT, right? And it's an AI tool. And all you have to do is simple search of give me some business and domain names. And then let the AI do the work. It's simply that easy. And guys, these tools are free. You can get this for free. So here comes up with some great names, right? Granite State Handyman Services. So Granite State, New Hampshire is the Granite State. It has the keyword handyman and services. That's a great name. New Hampshire Home Pros. That sounds to me a little bit more like a construction company or a general contractor. Reliable Repairs, New Hampshire Home Solutions, Lakes Region Handyman. And then it gives you some handyman domain names. New Hampshire Handyman. Man, that would be a really good one, right? So what you do next is go on a domain tool to see if any of them are available. This one I like to use all the time is Namecheap. So you hop on here and check those domain names. New Hampshire Handyman.com. I doubt that one's available, but you get the idea. So you go ahead and you could get NewHampshireHandyman.net. I like to stick with the .com if you can, but that's the idea. Do a search, try to think about a catchy name, relative name, make sure it's focused on handyman or repairs. So guys, remember you're starting a handyman business, not a general contracting business. So guys, if you're considering being a handyman, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. What's the next step? You want to create an LLC. Extremely important. Do it right from the get-go. So you want to create an LLC. What is an LLC? It's a limited liability corporation, right? It kind of separates you from the business, you personally. There's a little more protection here if you were to ever be sued in your business. So they can't come out after your personal assets. That's a general idea of what an LLC. Most states, it's pretty easy to do. In New Hampshire, you say it's like $100 to create an LLC. There's certain things you have to do during the year, but that's the simplicity. I recommend start an LLC right from the beginning. So after you start your LLC, the next step you would have to create is an EIN, which is a tax number with the government, the IRS, right? They got to get their piece. But what you want to do is create the LLC first with the state. Then you go get your tax ID with your EIN number. And then a great practice right from the get-go is to open a bank account with that business name. And it's really important. They're not going to let you open the business name until you typically have an EIN number and you have an LLC through the state. So those are the next steps that you really want to do. And then the last step of this foundational process of starting a handyman business is you want to think about licensing, if there is any requirements in your state, and you want insurance. You want a liability insurance for your business. And you might even have to carry workman's comp depending on your state and if you have employees from the beginning. So guys, it's really important when you're starting a business to create a brand, right? And look professional. What does this mean? You're going to want to have a professional logo. You're going to want a professional website. So let's find a logo. Hop on Google, do a quick search. Fiverr is an easy way to find logos or someone to make you one. So if you come on Fiverr here, you can see graphic design, Right here, there's already a spot for a minimalist logo design. And you're going to come home with all these people that'll make you a design. In here, they get ratings on how well other companies have rated him. This guy's got 1,000 reviews, $80 for a logo. So get yourself a logo and think about some brand colors. All right, so now that you got a logo, you need some business cards, right? Hop over on Vistaprint. You can see Vistaprint is really easy to make business cards. I use Vistaprint for all my businesses. They're really great with customer service. They're quick to respond. I've had problems with sometimes with what they've created, and I can tell you they make it right instantly. They'll just send you new ones. They'll make an update. There's always discounts on Vistaprint. Actually, look here, you can make a logo too. So never mind about Fiverr. You could probably try Vistaprint to get your logo as well as your business cards. And guys, if budget allows, think about now shirts, simple college shirts with a brand of your with your logo branded on the shirt, hats if you can afford that as well. And the top that would really help your marketing and starting your handyman business is if you could wrap your vehicle, whether that's your truck or van. That would be huge to project yourself forward to having a successful handyman business. What does all this branding do? It shows you as a professional. And what do people like? They like professional businesses. Why? Because they'll trust them more. If you're just chucking the truck and your truck is dirty and not, clean and you're not presentable, I mean, you're not going to get those referrals that your business needs. People are going to have least opt to trust you if you could do this professional shirt, cards, logos, branding, website, and that stuff I'm going to jump into next. Well, what I'm going to cover right now, I'm going to show you what I did with my last business that was a home inspection business. This business was successful for over 10 years, and all of my business, majority of my business, came from Google, not realtor referrals. So right from the get-go, I'll give you a heads up when building a website because that's what I do, right? Don't build a website on, say, Wix. I know Wix looks great. You can make it could be really simple and really fast to do, but I'm telling you, if you build on Wix, it's not going to help you in the next process for your digital marketing. So don't build on Wix. Don't build on a builder like this, like Squarespace. Guys, what they do is they have templates and they host it. They have everything in one place. And the negative part of that is you don't own your real estate. It's like building a house and not own it, right? You're just renting. It might seem convenient from the get-go, but I'm telling you, you're going to regret this in the long run. So don't invest in a Wix or a Squarespace or at the worst, a GoDaddy website. Those three, just stay clear from them. What you want to do is build your website off of WordPress. Now, this could be a little more intimidating, but you're going to own the business. You're going to own your real estate. You're going to own your online presence. And guys, this might not be the easiest thing to do, so you might have to hire a company, but it's important. If you do hire a web development company, make sure they build it on WordPress. And the most important thing, and the reason this is because you can do search engine optimization later that's going to help you rank in Google. And you cannot do that successfully with Wix or Squarespace or GoDaddy websites. All right, so now you got a professional website, and what's the next step? You want to create a Google business profile. So what is a Google business profile? When people do a search for a handyman, they're going to get a list of companies, and these show up in the map section of Google. Let me show you right here. So this is Handyman Boston, Massachusetts, right? And if we scroll down, these right here are Google business profiles. They're talking about the business, the name of the business, and the reviews, right? So you can't get these reviews and show up in Google like this until you create a Google business profile. Super easy to do. And by the way, remember when we were talking about domain, business names and domain names? These guys are really smart, right? Because what do they have here? They have Handyman in their business name. Best Handyman Boston. Oasis Handyman, Hands on Duty. So that's really important to help you rank. See, this one is the #1 in Google, right? Best Handyman Boston. It's got the location and it has Handyman. This is a great way to set up a business for one, so you can rank in Google. This is search engine optimization. It's a little more, you're not going to be able to do this by yourselves. It'll take a lot of time to learn, but important to start the business from the get-go with possible a name like that. And where you do this is you just go to Google Business Profile, just search it, and it's going to walk you through prompts to set up your business and wherever you're located. So create a Google Business Profile. So what have we done? We created a Google Business Profile and a website. That Google Business Profile, once you start getting reviews, is going to give you stars, and that's going to give you credibility and trust, right? And then the professional website, you're going to be able to build that to optimize people that come from the Google Business Profile over to your website, unless they book right there on your Google Business Profile. And another thing to consider, guys, once you have that Google Business Profile, you'll be able to run ads if you want. And when you ask me ads, I'll show you right here. So this is, again, the search Handyman Boston. These up here are local service ads. Huge opportunity. Look, and they don't even have a handyman. It's a painting company, right? So if you had your handyman business here, I would guarantee you'd get the click over a painting company. So that's one section for ads. And then these sponsored ads, you could run an ad, and those are pay-per-click, and they would help your business. So you need that. You need a Google Business Profile to be able to run ads like this. And then SEO, which is the game changer for any business, is right here. Learn SEO, learn how to build a website that can rank in Google, and it will change the game. This was for me. I ranked for New Hampshire Home Inspector for years, and it brought me all my business. I was right here. I never had to pay for ads. I just did the SEO to get me here. But SEO is a long game. You got to learn it or hire a company that can do it successfully. All right, so we've been making huge strides here, right? We have a business name, we have a domain name, we have a website, we have a Google Business Profile. We created branding, we have business cards and a logo and picked our colors. Those you can correlate with your branding with the cards and your website, right? So now you're making this one brand. And now the next step is you want to streamline your business. So you want to consider, how are people going to schedule you, right? How are they going to schedule a handyman service? Is your website all fleshed out to provide those opportunities for people just to book a certain type of service, a handyman service? And there's all kinds of software out there, guys, that will help you in this process. But I could tell you, if you focus on the process, you're not only going to save time, you're going to save money, and it's going to streamline your business. Consider this. Maybe you just want to be a one-man band handyman business, right? You could streamline this into a process that schedules, takes payment, gives you directions to where you're going to go, maybe helps you with ordering your whatever you need for that project, keeping an inventory of the things you have on hand to do these type of repairs. And you could build a system that you're just a part-time business making well over 6 figures or a full-time salary when you're just a part-time business. And another thing to consider with that, guys, is the accounting. So there's a bunch of all-in-one softwares out there that do all this. I'm not going to jump into those right now, but really consider the management of the business and get something that you can use. And make sure it's simple, right? Because if it isn't simple, you're not going to use it. And make sure whoever you're going for is reputable, and there's plenty of other handyman using that, and it'll streamline your business, and that's huge.